even at a woeful performance. At this level, I've said it many times on this channel, it's all about big moments. Do you have players that can seize the occasion? So Madrid has always had these players that are big moment players. And one other thing that they have is Madrid has is that these players.
Watch Transit TV right now.
I'm Tochku Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
Transit TV back again to the studios, back again, Champions League playoff game day one starting today. Looking at this, of course, two major games today. PSG take the first game of the day, taking on Brest. And obviously, we expected PSG to clean out that one. First leg, 3-0 up, one leg into the next round. Obviously, they should take care of business in the second half. In the second game in Spain, in France, sorry. And yeah, PSG looks serious, and this one starting off immediately in a very business-like mentality, getting their first goal. And as usual, we know PSG, they always go flat at some time in the game. They did that again towards the end of the first half, and came back and got their getaway goals, and that was it. But credit to Brest, they gave PSG some very decent worries today. Came close a few times to getting a few goals. Probably would have been polite after PSG scored the first one, but somehow lack of finishing qualities, got them bad into this one. And yeah, that was the story of that game. 3-0 PSG. Dembele doing business. Today, player, I've always admired his qualities, but somehow he has not lived up to his potentials. And that takes us into the main game of the day. Manchester City hosting Real Madrid in England today in the first leg of their own playoff. Normally, when these two teams meet, it is a big game. It's a game that you look forward to. A game you come to learn or try to see some superior tactical battle, again between two massive teams in Europe, especially in the recent history, and of course huge, massive managers. But their recent form has not really been good. We always knew what the weaknesses of these two teams have been, and they showed that today as well. But we're going to look at it and let us, give you some things that we learned from this one today that probably you did not pay attention to, starting from the lineups. From City perspective, Pep Guardiola went with Foden today, playing from the wing, from the flank, on the right side, because KDB was in the game. And for Foden, I would say he did a decent job. Of course, got a penalty, but he's not a winger. Playing from there, he was always going to cut in. He tried to stay disciplined from that flank, and yeah, fairly above average performance from Foden today, but not the one that raises eyebrows. Haaland got his goal, 2 goals, first goal, and then of course the penalty. And yeah, that's Real Madrid on the other hand. We know they've been devastated with injuries, especially the defensive line. When with Valverde playing from the right flank, Germany playing for a defensive pair, and Ceballos and what's his name again, Camavinga anchoring the midfield. It wasn't really, this game wasn't a game that you tag as one with superior tactical battle or performance from either of the teams. There was really nothing in terms of that in tactics and system or approach that you tag this one with. But one thing that was sure in the beginning of the game was there was going to be goals, because these two teams, the defensive, they've been very, very woeful this season, and they have qualities going forward as well. So you knew that they're going to have chances. Mbappe being very wakeful in the beginning of the game, and in fact, he should have got a hat trick today if he was clinical enough. But of course, he still got his goal, and Yeah, it started that way. City got the first goal. Real Madrid had the chance to score first. And not even after considering the goal, they still had chances. They put it under some immense pressure. Edison had a mixed performance today. Had some saves, but still there was still some suspicion in some of the things that he did today. So defensively, these two teams were woeful. They were opened up at any given onslaught, any time, any chance the attacking team had the opportunity going on the defense, there was always openings and they could open them up. It was just a matter of who was going to score more. And that's why we got 5 goals in this one today. And City, their first goal came from a combination of a very solid combination. Grealish, who have not really been a mainstay for City this season, got his chip to Guardiola. Guardiola, who has bailed City out so many times this season, even as a defender, got that assist for Haaland's goal. And you thought that City were going to. But one thing that was sure, that like I said about defensively about City, you always knew the question was, how are they going to end this game? Against whoever this season, City has shown that they don't have what it takes, especially physically, to finish games on a high or hold on to a late. We saw that against now, saw that against so many teams this season. They lost against Tottenham. So many other small teams have done the same to City. So I'm sure City, the Etihad faithfuls, we are not confident after their team took the lead. And of course, obviously, Real Madrid came and got their equalizer. City got their very suspicious penalty. I don't know if I were to be a ref, if I would give that pen. And even if you give the foul, there was no clear graphic or picture to show that that foul happened inside the box. But the referee was quick to give it. VAR did not turn it back, and City got their goal. And you would think that, okay, now let's show up shop and try to take this lead to Spain. But again, City can't just hold it together defensively. They can't just hold it together defensively. Ederson, that one, I think he should have done better in that goal, because that shot, yes, good one, but I mean, if you can't hold it, the parry was back into the danger zone for Brahimi to finish up, and of course, again, porous defensively. Yeah, letting Vinícius Jr, who for me had a very good game today, cheap Ederson, and something that Bellingham is good at is running at the end of things, run from deep, and got that goal at a very, 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 very worrying time for City. And if you're a bet man, you will know that second leg will be going to Real Madrid. There's no way City can't. And I've told a lot of people this season that City is not going to come back this season. They are done for the season. It's just try to make top 4 and regroup for next season. And next season is not even guaranteed. And the question now is, why is City performing this woeful? Yes, Pep Guardiola has won a lot for Man City, and everywhere he has gone has always had good teams. And but this time around, it's very, very bad for City. And if you ask me, I've been saying it for even since last season that this City defense is not good. First of all, they're not good defending. They're not. He doesn't have defenders that really love to defend. And one-on-one, they are woeful. They are good on the ball technically, but they cannot just defend. Secondly, in the midfield, they have no legs. City players physically don't have it. With Bernardo Silva, Gundogan sometimes, KDB starting today, you always knew that City was going to struggle in the midfield. And once you know that in these big games, once you lose the midfield, it's always difficult to get a win. And that's what I see in City today. The same thing, slightly different for Real Madrid. They have a very weak defensive line. But going forward, the kind of fire they have going forward is what I've been seeing them through in teams, in games, and making them, being top of the Spanish league. When you have Vinícius Jr, Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, and Valverde running at you, sometimes it's difficult for you to keep them out, and that's what we saw today. But there is something very, very, very important when it comes to Champions League and big games like this, and this is one thing that Madrid has that has always bailed them out, even at a woeful performance. At this level, I've said it many times on this channel, it's all about big moments. Do you have players that can seize the occasion? So Madrid has always had these players that that are big moment players. And one other thing that they have is Madrid has is that these players can smell it. They know they can smell it. They can envisage danger for opposing teams. Once they see you at that bad spot, they know how to pounce. And once they do, we know what the history is. We saw Valverde do it today, even though he missed his own chance. Mbappe had a few chances, Vinícius Jr. So these are players who can, on their own, manufacture big moments in games, win games, and every right team want to talk about tactics, the way the team played will just go out of the window. Get the 3 points in the bag and then move to the next one. And that's what they did to Man City today. Man City is more of a systematic team, and once that system is not functional, it's been a problem for them. But Real Madrid, on the other hand, are more of individual and moment team. So once they catch you at that moment, they pounce on it, get their result, and then move to the next one. So yeah, it is. It wasn't a beautiful game to watch in terms of tactics or quality of performance, but you always know that Real Madrid are a team that you cannot count out, and they showed that again today. We're looking forward to the second leg in Spain. I believe Madrid will go through in this one. City, for me, this season, they are just done. They are done for the season, and they should just look forward to next season. KDB obviously will be leaving this season from the look of things. Bernardo Silva is no longer there mentally and physically, and Gundogan resign was a huge mistake by Pep Guardiola. So yeah, Madrid takes this one to Spain, and they'll wrap it up in my own record next week, and we move to the next one. And I'll see you again next time. Ciao. But don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Hit the like button and let me know what you think in the comment section. I will see you again. Bye.